If someone told me that the man I loved for 10 years, the man I trusted with my entire soul, could vanish without warning and come back acting like nothing happened, I would have laughed. But today, I'm not laughing. Because what I found in his car, what I found hidden under the passenger seat, it shattered everything I believed about love, marriage, and loyalty. My name is Emily, and this is the story of the 3 days that destroyed the woman I used to be. It started on a rainy Thursday. My husband Daniel kissed me goodbye before leaving for work. Normal day. Nothing strange, nothing suspicious, just ordinary. But at 7:48 p.m., I got a text message from him. Running late, don't wait up. Short, dry. Not his style. But I brushed it off. People have off days. Then 10 p.m. passed. Midnight passed. I called, no answer, and I texted, no reply. By 2 a.m., panic replaced irritation. Something felt wrong, deeply wrong. I called his office. The night guard said he left at 6:05 p.m. So why did he text me at 7:48? And from where? And where was he now? By sunrise, I called the police. They told me to wait 24 hours. I felt sick. Day 1 passed. No calls, no messages. His phone went straight to voicemail. Day 2 passed. Nothing. Silence. I barely slept. Barely ate. My brain was spiraling. Accident? Kidnapping? An affair? I hated that last thought, but it crept in like poison. By day 3, I was emotionally numb. Until. At 9:17 p.m., Daniel walked through the door. Calm. Normal. Not a scratch on him. As if he'd just returned from the grocery store. "Where have you been?" I yelled the moment he stepped inside. He raised an eyebrow like I was the one being dramatic. "I told you I was working late," he said casually. "For 3 days? Without your phone? Without contacting anyone?" He sighed, rolled his eyes, took off his jacket. "I needed space, Emily. You've been so controlling lately." Controlling? Me? The woman who begged the police to look for him? I stared at him, stunned, confused, scared. Something was off, very off. And then I saw it. His clothes looked different. Not dirtied by 3 days of travel. Not wrinkled. Not slept in. Fresh. Laundered. Crisp. "Where did you sleep?" I demanded. "A hotel," he said. "Which hotel?" He hesitated. Only half a second. But I caught it. That hesitation sliced through me like a blade. That night, I couldn't sleep. He lay next to me, breathing steady, like nothing happened. By morning, I'd made a decision. If he wouldn't tell me the truth, I'd find it myself. I waited for him to leave for the grocery store. Then I grabbed the spare car key and walked to the garage. His car smelled different. Not bad, just not his. A floral scent, a woman's perfume. My stomach twisted. I opened the glove box. Receipts. Gum. Nothing unusual. I checked the cup holders. Just coins. And then, when I pushed the passenger seat back, I saw something wedged underneath. A bracelet. Not mine. Not old. Not dirty. It was new. Shiny. Expensive. My hands started shaking. Then I found something worse. A hotel keycard. And on the back, the hotel's name. The same hotel he hesitated mentioning last night. I drove straight to the hotel. At the front desk, I expected them to kick me out. But when I showed them the keycard and said I needed a receipt for insurance, they printed it without question. My heart pounded as I looked at the paper. Room 427. 3 nights paid in cash. But the last line nearly dropped me to my knees. Number of guests, 2. My chest tightened, my eyes flooded, but I wasn't done yet. I asked the receptionist, "Who else stayed in the room?" "I'm sorry, we can't give names," she said gently. "But I can tell you, it wasn't a man." My world collapsed. I left without speaking, without breathing. Everything inside me hurt. When Daniel came home that night, I confronted him. I showed him the bracelet, the keycard, the receipt. He froze. His eyes widened. His mouth opened, but no words came out. Finally, he whispered, "Emily, I can explain." "Explain what? That you spent 3 nights with another woman?" He ran his hands through his hair. "It's not what you think." "Really? Because it looks exactly like what I think." He didn't answer. He couldn't, because there was no excuse. Then, in a barely audible voice, he said, "She's someone from my past." Those words chilled me to the bone. Her name was Lydia, a woman Daniel dated before me. He said she was unstable, that the relationship ended years ago, but apparently she reached out to him recently, crying, saying she was in trouble, saying she needed him. So he went, without telling me, without thinking about me, without caring how I'd feel. But then came the part that broke me. He didn't stay with her out of fear or guilt. He stayed because the feelings came back. He admitted it. He actually admitted it. My legs went weak. I slid down to the floor and cried, not because he cheated, but because he wanted to. He chose her. Over me, over our marriage, over the life we built. The next morning, while packing his bags, Daniel said, "Emily, I need time to figure out what I want." I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I didn't throw things. I simply said, "Get out." He paused, looked at me for the first time with genuine fear. "But where am I supposed to go?" I pointed at the door. "Back to her. That's where you've already been." He didn't argue. He didn't explain. He didn't say sorry. He just walked out. 3 weeks later, I filed for divorce. I blocked his number. I got therapy. I reconnected with friends. And slowly, painfully, I rebuilt myself. Not the Emily who cried on the floor. Not the Emily who begged for answers. Not the Emily who ignored red flags. A new Emily, stronger, wiser, unbreakable. And last week, I sold his car. The same car where I found the bracelet, the keycard, the truth. I refuse to let it haunt me. If you're listening to this, and you've lost yourself trying to save someone who never deserved you, let this story be your sign. Love doesn't disappear for 3 days. Loyalty doesn't have old feelings, and partners don't hide in hotel rooms with ghosts from their past. You deserve better, and sometimes losing someone is the only way to find yourself again. Thank you for listening. Stay strong, stay aware, stay unbreakable.